not a park, but anyway. Anyway,
Where
so
are
yeah,
you? What?
I'm in Portland.
Okay.
Yeah, or near Portland, Oregon. So with my wife's family over here. So actually, we're not. Actually, I lied. We're leaving tomorrow, so we're staying another day. But we are trying to get out to go back out to the family's house here pretty soon. So.
Okay. Awesome.
So anyway.
Well, either way, I appreciate your time.
My pleasure.
I got some sitting around too, so you don't see all their faces currently. But we got some of the new coaches, some new ones coming on that have never been on. I'm pretty sure Michelle, right? Is your coach coming on? No.
Are you talking to me, Michelle, or the other Michelle?
The other Michelle's not on, so it's all.
Oh, okay. So I'm the only Michelle. No, that's why I'm a little late. I've been trying to get them together, and everybody works. It's hard to get on at 11. 12 would be better, but that's okay. I'm excited to be here.
When I get to Arizona, we'll have Arizona priority noontime. Anyway, so those of you who have not met Bryan, he is a mentor of ours. So grateful for his time. If you guys only realize how limited his time is, I appreciate you for getting on. But I did want him to touch base. I don't know who heard the leadership call on Monday. If you have not, do it as soon as you get off the phone. Okay. And you'll see why. And also Bryan was going to touch base on why we should be going to convention. And I know we might see some cringe faces or some like, but I don't want you to hear it from me. I want you to hear it from somebody that knows better. So take it away, Bryan.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for having me on. And yeah, I'll talk a little bit about convention, but first it kind of goes back to your why and like why you're doing this. What's that? Can you hear me? Okay.
Yep, we'll mute everybody. All right.
Okay. I didn't know if somebody asked a question. Okay, so you know, what is your why and what are you trying to accomplish with this? You know, and some of you may be new, like Tanya said, and you may not really know yet what that means or what that is. But finding that out is very important. Finding out what it is you're trying to accomplish here. For me, it was I didn't want to be sick and tired of being sick and tired anymore. I was tired of being. I was a contractor 17 years ago here in Portland, actually, and I worked on roofs and ladders, and I had about 8 employees, and I was tired of adult babysitting, and I was tired of just of being away from the family all the time, never seeing my kids or my wife. So I made a choice at that time to do this business, and I also got on the program and lost 30 pounds. But I really made a choice to treat this as a business, and that was my choice. Now, it may not be yours. I don't know what yours is, but like I said, that's why it's important to kind of find out what it is you want. What I do know about this business, though, is it gives you the ability to have freedom, time freedom. It gives you the ability to have to be able to do the things you want to do when you want to do them, if you so choose to build it that way. And it does give you obviously extra money, and it does cost money to go to convention, but it's well worth it. It's well worth it personally to go, so you can get some knowledge for yourself, gain some more insights on really what it is about is seeing other people that are succeeding, because you're going to see other people that are just like you, and you're going to go, oh, if they can do it, I can do it. And it gives you hope, you know, it gives you like, okay, I can do this. And that's why I go every year. I have been for almost 17 years now. I've gone to every event that I've qualified for, and I've qualified for many because I've chosen to go to these events. It's a choice. It really is a choice. And the first event I went to, by the way, I did not have any money. I was going through a business bankruptcy. I actually had a van that I'd bought from, because it's the only one I could buy. It was a piece of crap. And I was like, I ain't taking anybody in that van down to, it was in San Francisco. So it was a drive. We just took a drive down there. And I think I had like 5 people in the van with me. And that was who I took to my first convention. And I figured out a way to get there. I figured out a way to pay for gas. I figured out a way to to help pay for some of the rooms, because I wanted it that bad and I wanted other people to see the opportunity. So that's where it all started. And every year I brought more and more people, and every year I invested more and more time, more and more money into convention, because that is what really drove my business to where it is today. Because why not have other people teach your coaches things, what to do, what's the next step. And this year's convention is going to be really great. There's going to be a lot of new things coming out, a lot of things you're going to want to see firsthand. And there's going to be obviously a lot of people. There's going to be over 5,000 people there. I think we're at like 4,400 right now. So I would imagine there's going to be well over 5,000 at this convention. I think the biggest convention we've had didn't quite hit 4. So my first convention, there was about 50 people there. So I have a little different perspective on things, but I look at what's happened with this business, what's happened with this company, what's happened with the coaches, what's happened with the training, and hopefully all of you are getting on these weekly trainings on Saturday. They're phenomenal, and I love it because they're a step-by-step process. We've talked mostly about clients up until this last week, and we talked about coaches, but we're moving that way, moving forward into sponsoring and different things. But just the step-by-step, starting with the share, starting with doing the health assessment with somebody, starting with finding out what their why is, finding out what their situation is currently and what they're going to do. So it's real important to go to these things, because it's the training, it's the camaraderie, it's the inspiration that you get, and it's not rah. That's what's funny is I've been in other businesses before this, never really made any money in the other ones, but I guess I made a little bit. But I always was looking for the right vehicle to help me get to where I wanted to go. And this is definitely the right vehicle. Like, I can't even think of any other vehicle that offers what this vehicle offers. Like nothing. Like, and I see it all. I see every time somebody has something that's come up, I get approached on it. It's like, Bryan, check this out. I want you to see this. And it's almost like laughable now. I don't laugh at the person, but it's almost laughable, because we have such a great opportunity with this thing to help people get healthy, to help people financially, help people with time freedom. And we offer something that everybody wants. Like, everybody wants better. Everybody, now they might not know that it exists, or may not know that it's possible, but they want better health. They want better financial situation. They want more time freedom, and they want something to hold on to, something to be a part of, something like a mission like this. They want this, but they don't know that it exists. So that's your job, to help them understand what exists and help them understand what's possible for them in their lives. But convention does this for you. It'll help you. It'll help the people you bring to it. So ways I've done it to get to convention. I mean, my first convention, I think I don't know how I did at my first convention, because I think all my credit cards were gone because of my bankruptcy. I'm like wondering I'm trying to remember how I did it. But I was working. So any money I made, I put into this and other things that I did because I wanted it that badly. Okay, so because I wanted a different life. And now, like, we're over here in Portland helping my sister's family out. My sister's sister who just died of cancer. Was it last month? It's been a while. I've been 2 months, I guess. We're over here helping their family. They have 12. Oops, sorry about that. I got a phone call. I had to decline it. They have 12 kids, and anyway, we're over here helping them out, and we decided to stay a few more days because we can. I mean, it's like I told my wife, I said, whenever you want to leave, we'll leave. I don't care. How nice is it to have that kind of freedom? I don't care about how much it costs. I don't care about what we're doing. Let's just go. We were talking about traveling more, and we're seeing all these some coaches that are on my team traveling all over Europe and doing all these things. And of course we have kids, so it's a little harder to do things. But we do homeschool, so we can travel. But we're able to do whatever we want to do. Really, I told my wife, I said, let's just do whatever we want to do. I don't care. What do you want to do? I don't know. I don't know too many people that have that kind of freedom to be able to say, well, let's just go. But I'm saying today that this is possible for you. Like whatever you want is possible with this vehicle. When it's in regards to money, time, just leaving a legacy, being a part of a mission, helping more and more people get healthy, helping more and more people see the bigger picture of what this really can do to their lives. See, I don't even look at, it's like now I look at everybody. I don't know. I guess when I first started, I was like, whoever I could get involved, I was like, okay, let's do this, But I do look at like what people's situations are and what they're trying to accomplish in their life. That's what I want to know. I want to know what it is you're trying to accomplish. Because I've got people in my business now that, honestly, I have people that are multimillionaires. They don't need the money, but they don't really have the purpose. And I have people that I know that make money, but they're always busy. They're always on the go. They never have time for their family or their friends or even to enjoy what they have. I'm like, what's the purpose? What's the meaning of that? I don't even know. I mean, I don't even get it. I mean, I get it. You want to make money to have a better lifestyle and all that. But wouldn't it be better to have the money and the time to do the things you want to do? I think time's more valuable than money, honestly. But the money will give you the time. It'll give you the ability to do things that you can't not otherwise do. Like when you're going on a trip and you want to take a vacation and you get to your destination and you're like, okay, I'm going on this trip. We plan this out, and you got to take 2 weeks out of the year if you get 2 weeks off, for your job. And then it's like that's the only time you have. And I've been in the situation where I'm talking to somebody that's like that's like on a vacation. Like I got to go back to my job on Monday. Oh man, I just hate this. Just thinking I want to just stay here. And I'm sitting there going, well, I can stay here. Who has that ability? We do, if we make it that way, if we choose. So when people say, I don't have money for convention, or I don't have time, to go, then that's the reason why you need to go. Because I was in the same situation. I didn't have the money. I didn't have the time. But I made the time and I found the money to go. And I helped other people along the way. So, and I've always done that for years now. I always invest money into convention, not just for myself, my family to go, but also for other people to go. And I try to help, I try to make it work. We have this incentive right now where the company is paying us, if you're doing 3,600 frontline volume, they're paying you 9% on a new coach coming in on their frontline volume. And I won't get into the details about it. I talked about it the other night. But think about this. If they're giving you 9% and you bring on a new coach this month and you make an extra $100, $200, $300 on this new coach, why not pay that forward and help somebody come to convention? That's the way I look at things, because I'm always wanting more people to come to convention, because that's what's built my business over the years. That's probably the main event that's built my business. And this convention, like I said, there's a lot of new things coming out. Dr. A's Habits of 2.0 is coming out. Habits of Health 2.0, interactive with the client, the coach, everything. And that's going to be great. There's going to be great training there. You've got the thing about Singapore and Hong Kong coming out. They're going to give all the details for that. Which you may think, well, I don't know anybody in Singapore and Hong Kong. You know what? I didn't either until about a few weeks ago. And then I have 3 coaches, 3 people that led me to other people that know a lot of people over there. So it's not only who you know, it's who they know. And none of us really think that way, but that's how I always think. That person's going to lead me to that person, that's going to lead me to that person, that's going to lead me to that person. I'm going to find somebody that really wants what we have to offer. And that's how I think. But the reason why I think that way is because I've been to so many conventions, and because I've seen so many things that have happened with other people in their lives. And by the way, if you come to convention, bring tissue, because it's a very emotional experience. It's not a rah, rah, rah. None of that. Yes, you get excited, but it's not a rah, rah, rah. Hey, look at these guys who are making all this money. It's none of that crap, which I love, and it will never be that, because I will make sure of that, because I would voice my opinion at that point if anybody ever did that. But it's about the mission. It's about what we have to offer. And yes, we do talk about the money and how to make the money, because you need to know that part. You need to know that transactional piece. But everything's transformational. Everything we do is transformational. Everything we do to help somebody else. Everything we do leads to somebody getting healthier. Period. There's nothing that we do. You do not make a dime unless somebody's getting healthy, right? You just don't. I mean, even if somebody doesn't, let's get somebody in the program, they don't do the program. Let's say they don't do the whole program, but they're using some of the fuelings. Are they not healthier because they've used some of the fuelings? Of course they are. So every time you put somebody on the program, that's the only way you make any money in this business. That's the only way I make money as a business leader, is by having other people that help somebody else get healthy. See, so it's directly related to how many people we help get healthy. But that being said, there's a lot of ways of getting healthy, and like I mentioned, all 4 ways. Having time, freedom, having the money, having a healthier body, healthier mindset, but also having that mission. And a lot of people are looking for that mission. So get to convention. You'll be inspired. Figure out a way to get there. There's different ways of doing it. I always, when people say I can't do something, I always look at the places I've been to in America that are very poverty-stricken areas. I always see nice cars. I always see nice cars. It depends on what you put your money into. It depends on what you put your priorities into. That's what you're going to receive. Have you ever wanted something and you just got it because you wanted it so badly? This is no different. It's being a priority. But again, it comes to what you want. At the very beginning, what I said, it's your why. It's what you're wanting to accomplish. Maybe that's not what you're wanting to accomplish. Maybe it's something I don't know what it is. But whatever that is, find out. Have Tanya help you with that. Have your coach help you with that. I know Tanya has other coaches who have coaches. So, work with your coaches, work with your team, find out what it is you really are trying to accomplish here. And then go after it. And by the way, the stats show that people that go to convention have more coaches on their team, make more money. All those things it's evident in people that go to convention. And the reason being again, is they're inspired. And they see other people like themselves that are making it in this business, and they get inspired. And also there's the training, and they get different ideas and everything else. So anyway, Tanya, hopefully that helped.
That's awesome. Anybody have questions for Bryan about convention? Or for me, like, the reason that I'm like doing as well as I have for as long as I have is because convention. There's definitely low months and low seasons, and if I didn't see where the company was going, it would be hard to continue through that.
Well, the other thing too, Tanya, is I want to make it very clear. Like I've been around for a while, so I've seen people come to convention, and I've seen people like not come to convention. I'm talking about like people that have been around for a little while, right? And what happens is, if you don't stay plugged in, your business falls apart. If you don't stay plugged in, your health falls apart. It's all related. It's like you have to have that community. You have to be engaged. If you're not engaged, you're going to go the other direction. I always look at it kind of like church for me, because if I don't go to church on a weekly basis, I go in a different direction. It's so easy for me to get off into a different direction. And so this is like I think Kim Fisk once said, that is like health church. It's like health church, or whatever. But it is being engaged and staying engaged that makes the difference in your life. So whatever you're engaged in is what you're going to get out of it. So if you're not engaged in the right things, apparently you're going to be going in that direction. And I really feel like this is the right thing for me anyway, and for a lot of people, because it keeps me engaged in my health, because it's so easy to get sidetracked. It's so easy with family and friends and people telling you can't do it. I mean, I've heard it all, and you know what? I use that as motivation for me to grow. When people tell me I can't do it, or this is not going to work, or Bryan, you've tried all these things before, I look at them and I go, watch me. Because that's power. That's taking back the power and going after what you want to do. I hate when someone tells me what I can't do, or tells me I can't stand it. I guess that's why I've never been a good employee. I hate employers. I can't stand being told what to do. I am my own boss. I tell people what I'm going to do, and then I go do it. And if I'm not in front of the right people that want to do it, then I go find other people. Because there's a lot of people out there that want a better life, but there's also a lot of other people that'll tell you can't do it. And by the way, my wife would say, it's okay probably to say this, but she was one of those people that told me, she was like, you're crazy. I don't know what you're doing. You leave your other job. What's going on? Your business, you're all these things. And she was listening to her parents and everything else going on around us. And I said, look, I'm going to do this. And she goes, okay, I'll be here, but I'm just telling you, I'm just a little nervous about all this stuff. She came to a convention about 4 years later. And after the convention, she said, with tears in her eyes, I understand why you do this now. That's powerful. That is so powerful. This is not about me. This is about the mission. This is about getting people healthier. This is about giving people hope, giving people an opportunity to actually change the direction of their life. So,
and with that being said, it's not about your personal health journey. That will follow when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah. And by the way, if you're having struggles, if you're like, oh, I don't know, I'm 10 pounds up and I'm like feeling so stressed and everything's falling apart. Okay, so I guess we're in the same boat, is what I would say, because we all struggle with things. But the way to stop struggling with things is to join that community, is to reach out. That's the only way we stop struggling. To isolate ourselves is the worst thing you can do in any situation for anything you're struggling with. So do not do that.
Bryan, have you ever fluctuated in your weight in the 17 years?
I am right now. I'm actually on program right now. Why? Because it's a journey. It's not a destination. It never was. Get that out of your freaking mind. It's not a destination.
But at the same time, your business is growing because you separate your personal growth from your business. Oh no, I totally separate that, because it's all separate things. I mean, now it is connected. I mean, like if you're, let's say you've lost 100 pounds and you've gained back 85, or you gain back 110, that's a bad situation. You're gonna have to change some of that, because people are not going to listen to you, right? But what I'm saying is this: let's say you've lost 100 pounds, but you gained 20 back. You're still 80 down. What I'm saying is stop focusing on the negative, focus on the positive, and then get into that community and start doing things, because that's the way we change what we do, is by being involved. What's the best way to cure depression? Serving others, period. Like, get out of your own way, serve somebody else. Stop thinking about woe is me. You can't change what's done in the past, but you can change the future. You can't change what you're doing now. So. And when you're in a fat burn, you get so much more done. And when your business is in a fat burn, you're actually, doing things daily. So.
I would agree. I mean, and that's been true for me too. Like, if I'm on target, if I'm going, I'm going. I always have more success.
Right.
Yeah. Anyway.
Awesome.
That's helped, guys.
Before he goes, I'm sure he's dying to take off.
My wife is. She's, get over there.
You have freedom, but not total freedom.
Well, I'm married. Okay. I'm married. Okay. That's all I have to say.
Awesome. Thank you, Bryan. We'll take it from here. We still got a little bit more to go into. So.
All right. Hi, guys. We'll see all of your pretty faces at convention.
Yes, they are going to have a mental shift right here, especially my sister that's up in the top left corner.
All right, guys.
All right.
Nice to see you guys today. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, she loves me.
You're targeting.
He's calling you out from the stage. Where's Deanne Wall? Where is she? You said she was coming. Okay. With all that being said, any questions from that? Matt, I'm going to call Michelle Reedhead out. What made you decide to go to convention?
Oh man, I think
she was a no.
Yeah, well, back in February, middle of February, when you said you wanted me to come, I thought, oh yeah, right, sure, whatever. But after 3.5 months, has it been 4 months since I signed up? Things are getting going, and I'm falling in love with the company, and I'm finding out that what we're doing here is real, and it can happen, and it can happen for me, not just Tanya, and not just these people who are making it happen. So I just started thinking, if I want to keep growing, I better go. From what I hear, it's going to help my business grow so much if I just make that sacrifice. And it is a sacrifice because it's big time holiday here for Snowflake, Arizona, and everyone, all the little towns. So my kids are all coming in. Mom's going to be gone. But I'm excited, and I'm still going to keep trying to get somebody to come with me. I don't know who. After hearing that.
Yes, because my first convention I went alone. And I'm telling you, you do not want to go alone. I know we're a team and we're going together, but you have your own business. Yes, you're surrounded with us, but your business is somebody that you want to take with you. And that's why I really want you guys to come, because you're part of that now, and I want you guys to come with me. But so like Bryan suggested, I want to take that into effect. And I have an incentive for whoever gets certified this month. I will put you in for a drawing and pay for your convention ticket.
Christy.
She's on mute for a reason. No, just kidding.
Yeah, probably true. No, that's not the problem.
I'll call you.
We'll have confession hour, but totally think about what you want to do with this business, because it only comes around once a year. And even if you have a day to fly in and a day to fly out, anything that you can do would matter. But anyway, I'm willing to do that for anybody, no matter if it's my direct line coaches or a coach of your coaches. Everybody in our organization that gets certified this month, I'll put you in for a drawing for your convention ticket. So any more questions on anything that Bryan covered?
Well, what does that cover, or does that, am I counting in on that drawing even though I already paid?
If you get it certified, I'll reimburse you if you get absolutely. But like Bryan says, you know, he made the commitment, I made the commitment that of what I want my future to look like. And it's inconvenient at times, it's hard at times, it's frustrating at times. But what I want is, I want to surround myself with people that are doing it too, because I don't want to tell you guys what to do. I don't want to feel like I'm always kicking you guys to come along. Like Bryan says, we want to work for ourselves, but you guys work for yourselves too. So you have to see yourself as a leader, and what do you want your future to look like? And like Michelle said, she wants to be successful. Well, do what the successful people are doing. There's no way around it. Just like you want to lose weight, you know, you can take a pill and lose it short term, but what is long term? Like, what's your 2 to 5 year plan want to look like? That's what you got to look past that. So how to get into action. I just wanted Danielle to talk real quickly on personal growth, because a lot of us have good intentions, but a lot of us are afraid to put them into action. And she's one that's working on that really hard lately, and so she's gonna just talk just real quick. But anyway, can you see or hear? Yeah, it's all you. I'm moving it up. Oh boy. She loves talking. See, this is personal growth right here.
So what's going through my mind right now is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then that computer is like literally right here. So, but no, anyway, Tanya has seen it. I guess obviously seen a little bit of change in me. The book that's helping me obviously is, I know she's stressed it so many times, but I've been applying the 5-second rule, which is this book, every day. And I'm not talking just, you know, personally, but I mean for help with my overall daily routine. You know, I'm using it every day. Like for example, yesterday there's a Spanish teacher that comes to the gym and works out, and she is interested in coaching. And so when Tanya was putting together those coach packets, I literally thought she was leaving, so I literally just ran after her after I counted down and went and approached her and asked her if I can get her contact info and talk to her about coaching and send her the whole Dan Bell, the health coaching business, and she was open to all of it. So it's really neat just how this rule, this method helps us to act on that impulse that we are feeling, because it literally takes 5 seconds for our brain to kill the idea and allow all that hesitation, self-doubt, everything like that to come in and just keep us from, you know, sharing this gift. And I have a strong feeling within my heart, without a doubt, you know, I'm going to go live on Facebook. That's the biggest fear that I have right now. But I said this rule is going to help me, and I want to start within our coach group, which is Maintain for Life, and share my thoughts that I have on this rule, just everything, because it's helped me grow personally. You know, I'll just be real with you guys. There's so many times I wanted to quit and walk away from this business, just because when I would lose a client, man, it would bring me down so bad. I literally was like, okay, I guess I'm not serving, I'm not helping these people the way I'm supposed to. And literally my brain would tell me, look, I just want to quit, walk away. But, you know, I mean, I've lost maybe 2 clients this past month. And I know the personal development has helped me, because now I no longer have that feeling. I literally just like, okay, Danielle, I got to improve. I got to keep working on myself better so I can help better serve these people. But literally this whole rule is just a reframing strategy that's helped me. And I don't know how many people have listened to it. Paula shared with me this morning, she literally applied the role and got on the, just called and made a phone call. So got an appointment set up with the person she called. So it's really a game changer. I love it. It's awesome.
Do you mind sharing what was the result of the 2 people that quit? The rest of the story?
Yeah, okay. So when I first got started kind of into all of this, I had 2 people, they're in Arizona, and they were ones who came to me. They did the program, and one of them she ended up quitting on me just because she said maybe this wasn't for her. She wanted to go back into the old-fashioned way and go through like exercising, do weights, things like that. And then next thing you know, I ended it on a good note. You know, I just said, I'm always here, you know, if you need me, things like that. Left everything on a nice, clean level. And I only remember how many months it was that she ended up reaching back out to me. And now she's down 50 pounds. I was on the phone with her the other day for about an hour. And it's just led to, she ended up sharing with me her real strong why, which is very, very personal and touching. I know one day she'll probably share that on her story when she gets there. It's still a year process, but yeah, it led me. I'm like, you know, just to think I was going to walk away from that one person and then look at what it rippled into.
And she's interested in coaching.
Oh yeah, and now who would have thought she was interested in coaching, because she has sent me, gosh, after being down, reaching her first milestone, 50 pounds, she's has like 3, 4, 5 people who have reached out to me. And I finally said, you know what, Laura, these people probably trust you a whole lot much better than they do me. They're your friends. And I just asked her about health coaching. And she said she loved what we do. I have to get back with her probably in about a month, because she does horse shows, so she's busy this next month. But it's just neat how things kind of play out like that.
Awesome. And she has a potential right here.
Oh, yeah.
We're hoping she might coach, and that was another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 experience. So anyway, you never know what's going to happen with that, but because she's growing herself personally, she's able to put herself aside. In any situation, if you want to be successful, you can't think about what you have to do. You just got to do it. So, anybody else have any questions? Anything that you want to ask, go over, frustrations, same old, same old? Nope.
I don't have any questions, but I want to tell Danielle I'm excited. We're roomies. Woo! And I'm excited to see your Facebook Live. I'll be looking forward to that.
Well, yep. So that's pretty much put myself out there because you guys are holding me accountable now. So
She's been telling me this for a long time, so everybody can check back with her. If you don't see it the next day, 24 hours.
Facebook Live. Like, I'm waiting.
A lot of you too, just a reminder, show up in Fit and Fun. We have a lot of people that are becoming coaches or clients because of what they see being positive in that group happening. So don't put your clients in there and use it as a babysitter. Make sure that you're contributing to it. Anything else? No? Okay, I would have a sponsoring mindset and see who can you get to convention. Go for it.
Did you give us an email about the classes or seminars in there? Is there anything we should know about?
I posted. She's asking if there's anything that you should know. If you're not an executive director yet, I think that you have the option of taking the classes of senior coach to ED. I don't think you have much choice.
Okay.
So, but yeah, if you're an executive director or higher, you just get into the executive director and higher classes. If you're not an executive director,
So
then
they
you just,
sign you up, you just have to register.
I'm pretty sure, I didn't look at that email super close, but it looks like that's like the group of classes you're going into. So, but yeah, anything in, as long as it's senior coach to ED, take any one of those classes, it'll look good to you.
Okay.
And a lot of times if there's more of us at convention, we can record the classes we're in and then we can all share them. So no matter what class you're in, everybody gets to hear it. And that's what I did at Go Global. I videoed every single class I was in. If anybody wants the recordings because you weren't able to make it, I have all of it. But nope, not even Christy. Like Nancy Strauss said in the leadership call, she said, I can't bottle it up and send it to you. So you're still missing a lot. Just saying. But again, who are you going to take with you? That's what you need to be focused on. Look at Camp. He's sound asleep in the corner of his bed.
I thought so too.
We're really boring to Camp. Anyway, see, blackmail. Everybody sees you. No, just kidding.
He's sleeping.
Sorry. Anyway, that was rude. Sorry, Camp. You can watch the recording. But anyway, so if you have not listened to the leadership call, get on it as soon as you get off. I was like, I gotta get on video.
I had to take it all. I couldn't look anymore. It's too funny.
They call them all at once. Yeah. Anyway, so we do like to have fun too. This doesn't have to be that formal, by the way. Anyway, and then in 2 weeks from now, I'm going to be doing some kind of a get-together here at my house before I leave. So anybody's welcome to join that. If you listen to the leadership call and hear Nancy Strauss, she talks about community and how she grew her business, and that was getting together and having parties. So I'm taking that to heart. We're having a party before I leave. There might be a few boxes, but we're having a party.
Okay, so we're having a snowflake party on the 19th. That's what we're shooting for. Right, Michelle?
Yay! Yes.
And
Dinner
it's so
slash
fun to have
party.
different coaches around to bring your people because they connect with other people differently.
That's true.
So. And Deanne, you're doing local things right now currently, right? How's it going? Have you started?
Our plan, our hope, I was just talking to Dakota, we want to do a swim aerobics night. The gym just opened up here, so we're starting to get together with women to start working out. So little things to do this summer. I know people are busy, but we're going to at least offer it, see who shows up. Dakota has it going where we're going to, they do adult swim right before family swim, so Dakota has it set up where there's older kids watching the younger kids, so moms can come and do adult swim before we all get there for family swim.
Yeah, it can be anything. Go bowling, go hike a mountain. I just saw on Instagram one of the coaches, they just went for a bike ride this morning with a bunch of their other coaches. How many of you would be interested in doing a coaches retreat in like a couple months? Okay.
That would be awesome. I would.
All right. Well, I'm going to try to schedule a cabin. It will probably be in the White Mountains in Arizona, so it's kind of central for everybody. And anyway, I have a good idea for one, but I think that would be fun. Just, you know, we can learn from each other. I lack skills. Like a lot of the personal development I'm doing, they say you're never going to be skilled in one area. You become one by having skills in others. So the more we learn from each other, the better it is. And like Bryan says, we stay plugged in. If we keep touching base and keep communicating, showing up to these, it just means that we're investing in what we want long term. Okay, well, if that's it, anybody have anything else you want to introduce her?
Yeah, I mean, I can introduce. Yeah, so this is Jeanette. She's been on program for about 3 weeks. Yeah, 3 weeks. And I was asking her about health coaching, so she wanted to come and check out what our health coaching community looked like, meet some of you guys. So that's why I invited her. But, yeah.
Anybody want to share your success or story or say hi or?
Hi.
See, everybody doesn't like the camera, but we do it anyway. I just showered and my hair is wet too, so who cares?
Hey, we're clean, right? That's what's important.
My house isn't, but I am. All right, well, let's get to work. Invite somebody to convention, and we'll see you there, Christy.
Christy, I'll call you.
Thanks, guys, for being on.
Thank you.